Okay, so
let's see here. Okay, I think we're live. Probably center this a little bit better. All right, everybody. This is Tim, and this is Wesley. He's my son. You probably recognize him from previous videos. But we're going to try to play just a little quick thing of basic fantasy here, which is probably backwards in the video. Wesley went through and generated a random dungeon with this little D12 dice here, different parts. Picked it up at a convention. But yeah, basic fantasy. This is, I think, the third iteration of basic fantasy, or maybe this is the second. I don't remember. But yeah, we're just gonna do something quick, little fun thing. So Wesley, you were in town, and we're gonna say that you were a farmer. So you worked on a farm your whole life. You took care of pigs and cows, and helped your dad like plow the fields and plant corn and potatoes. And you guys fell on hard times. You didn't have a lot of money, and your dad got sick. So he asked you to go over into this mine and try to find anything you can find in there. Maybe there's some silver or some gold or even an old pickaxe, anything of value that you can find in here. But he warned you. He said, I've always told you never to go in this mine because it's dangerous. So be careful. And he pulls out a bunch of stuff from underneath the bed, blows the dust off of it, and he hands you your longbow, your longsword, gives you some old, like stinky sort of leather armor that's, I don't know, looks like it got like stains on it and stuff. And he says, I wish you luck, my son. Is there any questions you have to ask before you go over to that mine?
well, first, do you have any maps?
You know, I do have it. I never really got to explore the whole thing. So he sort of unrolls this thing here. It's like creased, and it got a few holes in it, and you see there's some missing parts. But he has like the entryway here, which is like this old collapsed hole in the ground. Which they probably can't see that well.
You can kind of see it.
Kind of see it, yeah. All right, so he gives you the map. It's more like a scroll. It's all wrapped up. And it says, all right, you know, my good wishes go with you. Please find something of value. And he's like laying in the bed. He's got his like feet kicked up on the edge of the bed because his legs have been hurting lately. Because, you know, it's a tough job being a farmer. And, okay, so you get some supplies from the shed before you head out. And then we start here. So the ground is sort of collapsed like a sinkhole. And you have to kind of like climb down into it. So why don't you just roll a d20 and see what you get. Probably add some strength to it.
13.
All right, so that's good. You're pretty strong, pretty dexterous. So you managed to climb down into there. And I should mention that he's an elf fighter wizard. And I'm just going to like do like a dual class thing with him. All right, so you start here, you climb down into the sinkhole, into this old forgotten mine that apparently your dad discovered one time when he was out plowing the fields. Like the ground just collapsed underneath him. You remember him telling you stories about never go in there. And as you're climbing down, you see tracks, like 2 little foot tracks. And it looks like there's a couple of them coming in and out. It looks like they come in and come out. So there's some sign of something or someone living here, which is weird because this is your property. This is your dad's land. So you get down to here, and I think I mentioned he's an elf, so he's got dark vision. So you come down to the bottom. What are you holding in your hands?
A rope.
So you're climbing the rope down. So you get down to the bottom of the rope, and so you got your backpack on. You got your leather armor on. Are you holding your shield?
It's in my backpack. I'm going to put it on when I get to the at the bottom of the hole.
So you get to the bottom. So you put your shield on. Are you gonna hold your bow? Or are you gonna hold your sword? What do you think?
If I hear any like strange sounds, I'll just pull it out.
Okay, so you have your hand free? Okay, sounds good.
Like to push any like random buttons.
Yeah, you want a free hand. Okay, so you have your shield. You're kind of like peering over it into the darkness as you move forward. Okay, so you get to this large room here, and it seems like it's partially collapsed. There's like stuff on the edge here, and you see what looks like there's a set of like rut marks, like someone was dragging like a wagon in like the muddy ground here. There's water dripping down from tree roots that have grown down through the top of the mine. So you look around. This mine's old. It looks like part of it might collapse if there's too much activity, or if you maybe like bump into the wall. So it looks kind of scary, a little bit dangerous.
Just like my dad told me, it's dangerous.
Just like your dad told you, yeah. You hear what sounds like a whimpering noise coming from this room over here to your left. So from over here, probably in this corner somewhere.
I pull out my sword.
Pull out your sword.
And I go in.
All right, so you go in and you see these little marks here in the ground. Look like they keep going forward. You do see an old wagon here that has one of its wheels busted off, and it looks like it's been sitting there for a long time. And there's some rotten food, which is strange for an abandoned mine. Looks like there's some things wrapped in like green, like lettuce sort of plants, like leafy plants. But over in the corner, you see like this old mangy dog. He has 3 legs, and he's sort of like crumpled up in the corner. He's missing his front left leg.
I go over to him.
He looks up at you.
And what does he like?
You don't know. He's sort of like looking up at you. He looks a little scared. He's shaking a little bit.
I go get some of the food.
Some of that your rations that you bought?
No, the rotten food.
Oh, give him some rotten food from the wagon?
Maybe he's a wolf and he eats some rotten food.
Okay, so when you go and grab the wrapped stuff that has like I said, it's like plants wrapped in there. There looks like there's like maybe meat or beans or something. It's hard to tell. You gonna try to feed him that?
Mhm.
Okay. So how do you feed him?
Like
Do you throw it at him? Do you roll it to him? Do you open your hand? How do you do it?
I just set it on the ground.
Like right in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay, so he sort of sniffs up there. He sort of like test bites it. And he like backs away like it's gonna bite him. But then he comes up and he starts eating it, and he stops whining. He seems like he's not shaking as much. And he sort of, after he's done eating, he sort of comes over and like nudges your leg.
Yeah. I take the wagon with me.
Well, the wagon has a broken wheel, and it's pretty heavy. It looks like there was a harness attached to the front, so some sort of animal or perhaps a person or multiple people were pulling it. The dog's head sort of pops up, and his ears kind of perk up, and he's looking over in this direction, further into the mine. Like I said, you can only see about 60 feet, and there's curves and stuff, so you can't see past like this narrow hallway here. But something like, his ears are a little bit up, and you're listening, and you hear what sounds like, I don't know, like metal tapping against metal. Clink, clink, clink.
I get my shield ready.
Got your shield?
And my sword.
Suit and your sword?
Mhm.
And where do you go? Do you go towards the noise or away from the noise?
Towards it.
Okay, all right. So how do you want to like sneak up? Do you want to run? Just walk casually?
Walk casually.
Okay, all right. So you get into this next room. Along the walls here, there looks like there's old dilapidated shelves that have fallen into disuse. There's like old pots and like old rags that are wrapped up and then put in different cubby holes in the shelves. And you still hear that tapping coming from now your left as you round the bend.
And the wolf has still followed me.
Yeah, he's sort of like kind of like walking behind you, but he's like peering out beside you every once in a while. Oh, he looks a little nervous.
Are there possibly any books here?
It doesn't look like there's any books, but like I said, there's like things wrapped in old like furs and like rags, old clothes.
That's why the dog wolf is whimpering. He may be scared because it's like fur.
Maybe you're not sure. Do you want to investigate that stuff, or do you want to keep moving further into the mine?
I'll get it on my way back.
Okay, so just gonna leave it there. So you come around the bend, and the metal hitting metal is getting a little bit louder now since you're closer. You see what looks like a big stone slab in the center of this next area. There's some old pickaxes and shovels. Looks like they haven't been used in a while. But in the center of the room, there's this little creature. He's about 6 feet tall, and he has 2 ants that are about 3 foot at the shoulders, like at the top of the thorax, that are like kind of marching around him. And he's tapping a little hammer on a coin. Clink, clink, and he actually has his back to you. Clink, clink. He has like greenish skin. Looks like he's got acne and zits, and he's got a few boils, he doesn't look too good. You're not really sure what it is. You know, you've lived on a farm. You've never really experienced this sort of thing before. And the ants are sort of like.
I tried shooting them like pow, pow, pow. Like the ants.
All right, so you got your shield right now, so you got to put your shield away. Okay, and you got to pull out your bow. And get your quiver, right? Pull the arrow out of your quiver. All right, so let's see here. They're not really noticing right now. They don't expect you to come up. The ground's kind of wet, and you've been pretty quiet so far. All right, so why don't you roll, and you're going to add your dexterity and attack bonus. All right, 5. Okay, that's not that great. All right, so you shoot this arrow, and it goes whizzing off the top of the one of the ants' backs, and lodges into the corner of this room, probably like right here. And the clinking stops. The little guy looks up. He doesn't look in your direction. He looks up at the arrow, and then he looks confused. The ants, however, turn towards you. So, you know those carpenter ants we see sometimes, the black ones?
Yeah.
With like the mouths that are like this?
Yeah.
They've noticed you. All right, so we're going to roll initiative. We'll just use a d20. So whoever gets higher, we'll add your dexterity too. All right, so 13 plus 2 is 15. Oh, okay. So the ants are real slow. They've noticed you, though. So they look like on their turn, they're going to come towards you. But you're first. So what are you going to do? You're going to try shooting again?
Get my sword out and jump to it and.
Well, you said you had your bow out.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to try to shoot again?
I put it away, grab out my sword and shield.
Okay, well, if you're going to do that, let's see here. Put it away. That's probably going to be your action then. So you can either shoot your bow or put all your stuff away and get out your stuff. Is that what you want to do?
Shoot it.
Okay, you're going to shoot instead? Okay, why don't you give me another attack roll? And what was that attack bonus? Oh, 19. Okay, good. All right, roll d8. So your arrow goes flying off the end of your bow and sinks into the. Oh my. Okay, so I got 6. All right, so describe how the ant gets skewered by the bow. What do you think? By the arrow?
He
Because he's like looking at you with his pincer mouth.
He retreats and goes this way.
So you stick it like in his neck, and he retreats probably against this wall here. Little pincer mouth, and he's sort of like his 6 legs are sort of like twitching, and he like rolls on his side on his back. Okay, so the other one gets to go first. So this ant comes, and its little legs are sticking in the ground as it's coming towards you, and so you got your bow, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he's gonna make an attack. What's your armor class? Armor class is 16. Okay, so the ant jumps up and like right where your arm is, but you kind of like duck underneath, and the ant goes flying through the air right over your shoulder.
Possibly it hits yeah.
And so you just fed this dog, right? The dog's still not too sure of you, but this giant ant comes flying over your shoulder, right towards the dog. Why don't you roll for the dog? So the 3-legged dog, the mutt, tries to bite at it. And he's got 3 legs. He doesn't have all of his teeth, so he misses and he kind of like tumbles over. So the guy hitting the coin, he's not really sure what to do. You see that he slides that coin into his back pocket, and then he puts it in his other pocket, and then he takes it out and he swallows it. Boom, and that's his turn. All right, so let's roll for initiative again. You see who gets higher. All right, you got 16. I got 13. Okay, you just beat me. All right, so like I said, one ant is like twitching in the corner. Another one just flew over your back. So there's one behind you, and the guy just swallowed his coin. So what do you want to do? You still got your bow.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an ant, and there's a guy who swallowed the coin.
I run past him, pick up the wolf, and run in this room right here.
Okay, so you're going to pick up the 3-legged wolf. We'll call it a wolf. Why not? 3-legged wolf, and you're going to run past him?
Uh-huh.
All right, so you run past the guy who just swallowed the coin. He looks like he's surprised that you did that. You're not sure why he looks surprised, but he kind of lurches away from you. Okay, so you run back here. All right, so behind you, you hear the shh of the ant, and it tries to lunge at you one last time. Oh, this time he actually hits you. So it's like pincer mouth, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're running. It gets you right in the back of the, like right here, right on your back of your shoulder. And he does 2 points of damage. So you have 6 hit points, so you're down to 4. Okay, so it's like someone with like 2 forks just like jam them into your shoulder, one from each side because of the pincers. So it hurts pretty bad. Okay. So the guy with the coin, he starts running away. So the way you just came, he goes the same way. He goes back away from you. All right, so you back into this back room here, and you see what looks like 2 small chests. They got hinges, and they look like they were broke open at one point and then fixed, but they weren't fixed very well. Looks like they would probably easily be broken into again. But you do have an ant right behind you, so once you roll this, see who gets higher. 3. I'm trying to remember. I don't think Basic Fantasy has initiative every turn, but we're just going to do that. All right, so the ant got a little bit faster than you. Oh, yeah, no, actually didn't. You got a higher dexterity. So, all right, so he just bit into your shoulder. You have the wolf pup in your arm, and you have the bow still, so what do you think? What are you going to do? So you're holding the bow, you got the wolf pup, and you ran into a dead end, but there's 2 chests here.
I could possibly jump into one of the chests.
You want to jump into one of the chests?
Yeah.
Okay. It's closed right now. That's the thing. You want to kick open the lid and jump inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you just roll d20s, just see how good you do. All right, 17. Perfect. So it's like when you play soccer and you're able to use your feet real well. You kick open the lid, jump inside, and when you bang against the back of the chest, it closes down on top of you. And the wolf's a little freaked out by this. But like I said, he's not too strong. He's kind of sickly. And you hear the clattering of the legs of the ant, and it's scratching on the outside of the chest that you're in. So you got like a round or two. It doesn't seem like it knows how to open the chest, but he's trying to bite the outside of it. So you have a bow still. Do you want to put the bow away? Pull out your sword, your shield. What do you want to do?
I pulled out my.
You also have other stuff here too. So sometimes when you look down, you're like, oh, you know what? I have this. I can do that with that instead. So think about it. So the ant is scratching at the outside of the chest. He's trying to get in. You see the lid kind of popping open a little bit. You see his little pincer kind of getting underneath the lid and scratching, right above your head. So what do you want to do?
Pinchers?
Yeah, you're gonna slash at the pinchers that are coming in through the top of the chest?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an attack. I'll give you a bonus. Okay. All right, so roll d8, and then you're gonna add your strength bonus, which is +1. So 3. So you hack off one of the pincers. So instead of 2 of them, you have just like 1. And it's like shooting out this like black, almost looks like maple syrup coming out of the end of it. It's like splattering against the wall.
Like you mean inside the chest?
Yeah, inside the wall of the chest, yeah.
I hold my shield above my head.
Hold your shield so you don't get the stuff on you?
Uh-huh.
Don't get the ant blood on you?
Nope.
Okay. It can't do anything, so it's gonna back away.
And then
But you kind of hear it like clittering and clattering this way and that outside. So what do you want to do?
I remove the shield from my head.
Okay. So you just see the top of the chest now.
Uh-huh. And then I open it a little, just enough for my wolf to get in.
Oh, well, you had the wolf in there with you. Remember you had him in your arm?
Uh-huh.
So do you want to like jump out and attack? Or do you want to do something different? What do you think?
Do I have any healing potions?
You don't have any healing potions right now. Your dad didn't have that with him.
Hey, but you do know there's things in the chest, right?
Well, you haven't looked around yet. So do you look underneath you? You do see what looks like a few books. They're covered in gems. They kind of have a little bit of light that's coming off of them now that you move. There's a small dagger. It looks like it's silver. And there's a little tool which sounds like coins. So books, silver dagger.
I read the books.
You're gonna open the books.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So when you open the books, the whole inside of the chest is gonna light up like different colors of light, green and blue and purple, and it kind of like wavers. You ever see like when things are really hot in the summer, like kind of makes things wavy? That's what you see around you, and you feel this strange sensation like wash over you, like a tidal wave of energy just hitting you. It kind of like pushes you against the back of the chest, and the chest starts floating off the ground. You can kind of feel it moving like this.
Yeah, but like.
So you're inside the chest. Well, yeah, you're in a mine, so you're in a chest, lots of light, strange feelings, weird power is coming off of this book.
Okay, and then it starts.
It doesn't hurt.
It starts to
Just feels weird.
It like starts to the words are I began to read the words and.
Okay.
And
what happens?
I found something secret about how to defeat all of the ants in one.
Okay, that's a good idea. You find a spell. The book will sort of flip over to a certain page, and you'll find a spell in there that you think you could use against the ants. But it's strange because. Like you've never seen a book like this before, but you know the things to say, the words to chant to make a spell happen. All right, so you're not even sure what the name of the spell is, but you just know if you utter these words, that end is doomed. So do you say the words?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you say the words, you sort of mumble under your breath, and the top of the chest blows open, the sides of it turn into like fragments of wood as it explodes, and the pieces of wood from the chest sort of spin through the air like shrapnel and stick into the ant, and it just sort of like flies back and lands on its back and then falls in 2 pieces with all these pieces of wood sticking out of it. Yeah. And your wolf dog, whatever he is, wolf dog mongrel, is sort of whining and whimpering and like rubbing up against your leg, like, because you've fallen sort of like, I don't know, like 2 feet down to the ground. So like I said, you're in the dead end here. So are you going to pick up the satchel coins, the silver dagger?
And I'm also going to put the books in my backpack.
Okay, you put the books in your backpack?
Uh-huh.
All right.
And always make sure I have cover above me. when I read them.
Okay, we're going to increase your intelligence because something about the book seems to have affected you.
Ooh.
Yeah. You seem, I don't know, sharper, clearer. Yeah, that sort of thing. All right, so you found one chest. There's a second one across the way here in this dead end. What are you going to do with it?
And the
Looks like it's similar.
the other chest is destroyed and everything. I picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, like the dagger.
Do you think there was a door here?
No, there's no door. There's just the dead end. But there's another chest sitting on the ground there.
Okay, I opened it up.
All right, well, it's a little tricky, so why don't you roll a d20, see if you can get it open. All right, that's good. All right, so you kick this one open just like you did the last one. Inside there is what looks like 4 arrows. The weird thing about them, though, is at the ends of them, they're hard to see. When you stare at the end of the arrows, you have to blink a few times because they're kind of blurry. It's almost like they're shaking.
And then I realized that if I shoot this at an enemy, he'll think it's just a stick.
Maybe because it doesn't have an end. But I don't know. They seem pretty magical. They seem like there's a power coming off of them, and that's pretty much all that's in there. They are in a quiver, however, the thing that holds the arrows.
Uh-huh.
So you have a second quiver of arrows.
I just put the arrows and quiver in my backpack.
Okay, you can probably just throw it over your back, yeah. Okay, so that you have, like I said, 4, right?
Uh-huh.
4 special arrows. Quiver. You gotta pick up that silver dagger too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have
2 books, you said, right?
Uh-huh.
They're magical. You think you probably have a few spells in there?
But what about the coins?
Well, remember, there's a little satchel of coins, yeah? You go look inside there?
Yeah.
Okay, inside you find 50 gold coins. So you see right here?
Uh-huh.
So you actually got down to 0 because you spent all your gold on equipment. But now you got 50. So you have some money that you can maybe go to the local town and try to buy some stuff. If you want to later on. So the mine is really quiet now. And the guy who ran away with the coin is probably on your mind a little bit. Like, where did he go? What did he do?
Then I opened the other book and...
The other book?
Uh-huh.
It looks like there's it's not as much power coming off of this one, but there's other spells that you can perhaps learn in time to cast.
I also found I turned to every page. I stopped at one of them.
Okay.
I stopped at one of them.
You gonna stop at one of the spells?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then some words.
You're gonna hold the book.
Uh-huh. And then it showed me a map with stairs on it.
All right, I guess I can go with that. Sure. So we'll say that maybe halfway through the book is a folded up map for a different section of the dungeon here. We'll see the back section here. You said stairs?
No, these are the stairs.
Oh, those are the stairs. Oh, okay. All right. We'll just have this video. All right. So that was on your map from your father, but maybe this map shows you that there's this strange winding corridor that just kind of spins in on itself.
What is a corridor?
So that's what the map showed you. All right, so you're walking back through here. You get past. Well, you said you were going to investigate those pots and wrapped up rags and things on the shelves. You gonna look in there?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you look in there, you find an emerald. It's about as big as a quarter. You know what an emerald is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's
green.
on Minecraft.
Yeah, it's on Minecraft.
The rarest ore.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. So you have an emerald, and you find some guns, or not guns. You find let's see here, a short bow. I don't know why I said guns. You find a short bow, and it comes with 5 arrows. So I know you have a long bow, but that's just what you find. And we'll say that there's 6 gold coins. So then you're up to 56.
56.
All right, so you're a little beat up from the ants, not too, a little beat up. You get back to the part of the mine where you can exit, or you can keep going further. So what do you do?
I could also go this way.
I know you could explore. That's not on your map yet. Your dad didn't give you that much.
I'm going to go this way.
Okay. So you peer off into the darkness. It's quiet. Oh. And roll some random dice here. Oh, let's be careful, we're gonna fall over.
And I got a straight hallway.
Okay, so it's a long hallway into the darkness. You'll see that about right here, the floor's collapsed, and it's just when you get closer to it, you hear like running water far down below. You think there's maybe an underground river.
And then I realized that I was technically drinking a lot, and I didn't even notice.
You mean from your water skin?
Yeah.
You took a big swig out of your water skin?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it was almost empty. So, I still have a 100-foot rope, right?
You do have a 100-foot rope.
So
do you want to try to climb down and investigate the river?
Yeah.
Okay. You have those iron spikes, right?
Uh-huh.
So you can get your hammer, put an iron spike on the end of your rope, and slide down.
And then it's...
Oh, hold on. We got to see how well you do that. So let's see how well you slide down the rope. Going down is not too hard. All right, 16. That's pretty good. And you're pretty strong. All right, so you're sort of like rappelling. It's sort of like holding onto the rope and bouncing off the walls as you go down. At the bottom there, you'll see some mushrooms that are about the size of your foot, and they're growing on the walls there. They're giving off some bioluminescence, basically giving off their own light, and it has like this eerie green glow that's lighting the sort of like the vertical shaft that you crawl down through. The river itself it looks like it's moving pretty quick. It has a strong current, and that's all you see. So what do you think you do? What are you trying to do?
I try to hold it by taking the water. Water just rushes.
You didn't need to roll for that. So you're going to fill up your water skin with the underground river water. Okay, it's probably pretty pure. It doesn't smell bad or anything. It doesn't smell like sewage or something like that. It seems like it's pretty pure water.
And I picked up the mushrooms.
Okay, like I said, it's about as big as your foot.
I'll see if I can.
No, you gotta pull it off.
Yeah.
It just tears. It just tears up.
Rip.
And as soon as you pull it out of the ground, its light goes out. It stops glowing.
And then when I this is the roof. When I attach it, what happens?
When you put it back to the base of the mushroom, it doesn't light up. But the other ones are still glowing around it.
And then...
And as you're holding it, it starts to pulse with light.
What does that mean?
Like light, darkness. Light, darkness. Light, darkness.
Oh. Well...
Sort of like a pulsing, like someone hitting like a flashlight, turning it off and on.
Oh. And then, I held it in the water. I, held it in the water, and the light, shined on something.
Okay, well, here's the thing. When you look down there, you see what looks like a skeleton underneath the water. Like someone might have fallen down here who didn't have a rope. So do you want to try to climb into the water?
And then I realized that that wasn't long ago. Remember when I was with the ants? That guy could have...
Well, it's a skeleton, so unless something ate... It looks like it's been here for a while. You do see some glinting reflections, I guess, from your pulsing mushroom.
And I hold it deeper into the water?
Okay. And the water's pretty cold. It's not like frostbite cold, but it's cold. Like mountain stream cold.
Then I kind of look deeper into
it. Looks like the thing that's glinting is his belt. And there's this dragon emblem that's in the center of the belt buckle. Do you try to reach down and grab it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, just don't roll a 1. If you roll a 1, you're going to fall into the water. Oh, you roll a 2. All right, so we'll say that you're holding on to the rope and reaching down. You slip down the rope about 6 feet. You kind of like fall into the edge of the water, and you manage to grab the belt buckle and pull it out, but you almost fell into the underground river that would probably have taken you into the darkness.
But
So it was a really close call.
I do have light vision.
Yeah, dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So you have the belt buckle. It looks like it has a dragon on the front.
And then I tried the same spell I did with the chest. This chest.
Well, it seems like that's probably targeted at a creature. You trying to target the skeleton?
No.
Are you trying to break the skeleton that's under the water?
See if there's anything like special inside its bones.
Okay. We'll say that you cast that same spell. This energy sort of flows out of you and cracks all the rib bones and back bones and leg bones, and they all just like kind of like break apart and start going down the stream. You don't see anything inside the bones. You gonna try to climb back up, or you gonna do something else?
I heard a little click, like a wood sound. It's like something like the bones were like hitting something in the stream.
You think?
Then I looked in there, and then I realized that there was another like water thing.
A water thing? What kind of water thing?
The same thing I have, 2 of them.
Oh, a water skin?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Sure. You gonna grab a wooden water skin? We'll say that it's like a.
It's wet wood, because it's in the stream.
Oh yeah, it's wet because it's been sitting down there for a while. We'll say that it's carved and looks like a bear.
Okay.
So you have a bear water skin. Basically like something with like a lid that you can take off and drink from.
I give the bear one to I put it in my backpack on like the side pocket.
Okay.
And then wow.
Well, hold on. While you're down there, you hear some noises from up top of the vertical shaft that you crawled down through. It sounds like someone's trying to take your metal spike out of the ground. The one that's attached to your rope. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad.
All right, so what are you going to do? You going to try to climb up really quick or do something else?
Do something else.
Like what?
I get my bow out and try to shoot like...
Oh, okay. So you get so you're going to aim it up and shoot your arrow. Okay, give me an attack roll. 7. Well, you miss, but the good thing is that the arrow flying up, you hear it like ricocheting around up there before it clatters down right beside you. But whoever is messing around up there has stopped messing around with your rope because you probably shot pretty close to them. So what you got to do now? You just shot. You can try to climb up, or what are you going to do?
This time I am I aim the same way, but I put a message there that I shot it. Same way.
What's your message going to say?
If you would like to come down here, come down here. I'm going to show something to you.
So you're inviting the... Okay. All right. So give me an attack. Give me a roll. All right. So you shoot the arrow up there, and you hear it just like thunk. Like right into the wall up there. Probably goes up the shaft. Thunk. Probably right into the floor. Or into the side wall. You hear some like rustling. Like... paper noises? Oh, sorry. A couple of them out.
That's okay. I tried to shoot the message arrow again.
Okay. Well, what happened is that the person just read your message and he's like leaning over the shaft looking down. So give me another roll.
I'll see if I...
Okay. All right. So...
It could go like...
You hear screaming. Ah! Let's see if he drops something. Okay, so a bunch of seashells clatter down the side of the shaft and sort of like land in the mud and stuff around you. He must have been holding seashells.
Oh, like he was just in
there. You're not sure. Around the edge of the seashell, it looks like they've been like filed to sharp edges. And the seashells are probably about this big. So you think you could probably hold it, almost like a makeshift weapon.
Like, or I could be
or throw it maybe, right?
No, it could be also if I shaped differently, like a throwing star maybe.
Yeah, you can have some throwing seashells. So you gotta make sure we'll have to add that to your list here.
What does that say?
Throwing seashells. All right.
That's an M.
Well, it's messy handwriting. Okay, so you have a couple options. You can climb up, you can jump into the water, you can just wait. What are you gonna do? Somebody's up there. He was trying to mess with your rope.
I held the message in like somehow it got tossed back down there. And this is me. Like right beside me.
Okay.
And then I climbed the rope holding the arrow message.
All right, so let me try to climb up the rope.
With the arrow message.
All right, so you get about halfway up before you slide, kind of let go and slide back down again. Oh, the rope's a little bit wet now. All right, while you're doing that, someone throws a big rock down at you. What's your armor class? Oh. He just misses you. The rock falls, bounces off your leather armor and splashes into the water. You hear,
I climbed.
You don't recognize the language.
So I put it in my pocket.
What, the rock?
No, the arrow. And
Okay.
I climb up super fast.
Okay, you got 2 hands now, so I'll give you a bonus. Okay. Wow, that rope is really slippy now. He rolled 2. All right, so you get about 1/4 of the way up, and you slide back down again. He throws another rock. He seems like he's really mad. Go. Splash! It splashes right behind you. All right, try to climb back up. Looks like he's trying to hit you in the head with rocks.
19.
All right, good. That's good. That's awesome. All right, so you climb up real fast, and at the top, you'll see that green skinned guy with the pock marks and the acne, the guy who swallowed the coin, and he has another rock in his hand. So let's see who's faster. What's your roll initiative? He's trying to whack you in the head with a rock. You're trying to
give him the message.
Oh no, he whacks you in the head with a rock. Boom! Or he tries to, at least. Oh, he rolled a 17. That hits. Well, you got 4 left? Oh man. Okay, so you have 2 hit points left. So he whacks you right here. Boom! You can only see out of one of your eyes. He whacked you right in the eye, right in the forehead, right here.
And then
He looks mad too.
And then I went zoom.
So you're trying to run away?
I went back to here.
Okay.
The start.
All right, so you're trying to get out of there as fast as you can. And you're all right. So let's see who's faster. Roll initiative. That's you're gonna roll. Roll 2. Oh, you're rolling 19. All right. So the guy with the coin, he comes rushing out. He does have to jump over the pit though. So let's see. He rolled 16. So he jumps over the pit, and he's holding this rock that he just whacked you in the head with. And he comes running up behind you. Why don't you roll for your dog? I think your dog's gonna help you out now. Or your wolf, whatever it is.
Maybe he goes 7.
Well, he tries to get in the way, so it's enough of a distraction where the guy doesn't whack you in the head this round. So what do you think the dog does to distract him?
He actually hurt him.
Well, he tried to. He kind of got in the way. So,
went, hey. Get out of my way.
All right, so the dog's kind of running interference for you. Okay, well, let's try again. So roll. You're trying to get out, right? Okay. All right, he comes up behind you. He misses with the rock. But you're right at the bottom of the sinkhole where you climbed down into.
I held my wolf and like climbed up.
Okay. All right, let's roll. See what you get. Oh, nice. Okay, so single-handedly, literally, you pull yourself up, grab with the bottom of your legs, and then pull up again, and you got the whimpering dog. Running. He's growling down, and the guy does one last thing where he throws a rock up at you. But I'll give you a negative since it's uphill. Nope, he misses. Sort of smashes the rock, kind of breaks apart into little pieces. And he goes, he picks up his fist. Oh, go, 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 go. And then you climb to the top.
Okay.
Whew. You can't see out of one eye. You got a headache, but you got a new pet. You got some books.
And I also have
You got a silver dagger. You got a bear water skin, and you have some throwing seashells, like ninja stars.
Oh.
And like I said, they're pretty sharp edges, like natural sharp edge cutting tools. All right, so we'll say that's the end of the adventure for now. You gotta head back home to your dad and show him all the stuff that you found.
Yes.
All right, and we'll say that you maybe had picked up some of those shovels and things too, so you could probably sell those for some money. All right, everybody, that's it for today. I just figured I'd do something different.
Okay.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Bye bye.
Figure out how to do this. So bye.
Bye. Do you like my map?